Hey there folks, welcome back to another freaking deaking YouTube video. And as in the last video that you saw, we were still working on my brother's lawnmower. We were working on the hood. After that, we put the gas tank on and we finished everything. And now it's fully complete. It works, it drives. We did a couple more cool things to it. So without further ado, here is a Craftsman fully redone. I think this thing looks so cool. And if you threw it up in the sky, you wouldn't be able to see it. But we've done so many things with this thing, and like it's been motor swap, different transmission on the back, 3-inch pulley on the transmission, different seat, and we fixed the shifter to where it's a lot more higher, so it's just way cooler. We did our very own exhaust. So here it is, a beautiful Craftsman. We got our own very own exhaust right there, homemade, and we did this here awesome shifter. I think it looks pretty cool, and it works even reverse, neutral, and all the gears that you ever wanted. So you can sit there with the hand up higher. We got the seat on, we got the battery on, and I think this thing just looks so cool, I think. And we'll show you guys the motor next, but just with everything that's on this lawnmower, I think this thing looks really cool. And underneath the hood here, we got the gas tank on, a 14.5 horsepower motor, and this sucker ought to do the job. And right here is our custom muffler. I think it looks pretty good, and it sounds pretty good too. And my brother wanted the number 3 on there, so I thought that looks pretty cool. He did it himself. So. Alright, Zachary, he's on there and he's looking good.
And then I got this awesome shift in there that he made for me.
I think it looks pretty good.
Goes, he's gonna press it
There.
right down there. You say we have a breakthrough.
Rev it up! What? Rev it up!
It's not.
It's out of fuel.
Is it fuel?
Why would you run out of fuel? Alright, so it's the next day, and Zachary's lawnmower, it did run out of gas, but once we put some more fuel in there, it wouldn't crank over. And when it was running there for a little bit, it had a little bit of a hard time to run, which was not good, and it has something to do with the carburetor. Because I dumped some fuel into the carburetor, the thing fired right up. So I did not clean out the carburetor as good as I thought I did. So that's not good. So like just to make it work, we just dump in the fuel and then we just tap the bottom here a little bit, and then it'll work. So that's good to know. Oh, there's fuel there. Yeah, fuel's leaking out the bottom. Crap. Oh well, that's okay. And right here we got some pipe for my racing lawnmower. Right now it's just a frame right out here, and if most of you folks don't know how to lower a lawnmower, I'll just give you a quick little tip. Make some mounts, you just cut a hole right in between there, you put them right in there, you do the same on both sides, and then you'll be good to go. But this transmission has a little problem. As you can see, a stupid thing's broken, and it's cracked all the way around it. Down this side and down over there. So while this thing is good right now, we're gonna run it just like this for now. I'm gonna get some tape and run it over across it a couple times. This is not safe. I would not recommend this, but I'm doing it. So you do that on the back, and on the front here, for me I flipped the axle upside down because it just worked a little more easier, because if I didn't, the tires would be going at a complete like this way, and that would not be a good idea. So yeah, you just weld them on the bottom, and hopefully you get the tires straight. It just takes a little bit of work and a little bit of brain stuff, but as you can see with the transmission flipped, it goes right along with everything else, and it works, so that's good. So hopefully this works out good. And for this lawnmower, the original motor is an 18.5 horsepower motor. Right here, there's all the wiring We're going to throw everything back on it. For now, let's just get right back on it. There we go. Just had to jump start it again with the second battery. There's not enough juice going through. I'm not quite sure how to fix that, but for now we just jump it off the other battery. So she will run. I'll put this muffler on here, so that's why it wouldn't be too terribly loud for all of our neighbors. Yow! Ah! Snipes, man, that's hot. Alright, it's all ready for my brother. And I'm going to be putting my lawnmower back together right now because I would like to drive with them, I think. Because it's boring just having one lawnmower. Sometimes I wish I left this thing a normal lawnmower, but that's fine. Sometimes I like it lower sometimes I don't. But that's okay. It's always good to have a racing lawnmower around. Just putting this here lawnmower up here on bricks. And if you can see, it's like one side's doing this and the other side's doing this a little bit. Let's see, and also I saw a little bit more of a crack here. Look. That's not good. So right now I just decided to bring my lawnmower in here. And usually like this here was on here, like all this here was like already attached. I would usually have to bring this like way up here, like where the fenders would be off the tires. But now I like bolted it down to figure out where it's going to be at. And I cut out this piece right here. And that's looking really good. So now what we're going to do is going to be something like this. And then once we're all done welding, I'm going to cut off all the corners and everything, shave it all off, make it look nice and good. And then I already got this part right here almost ready, where it's going to sit in there just like that sort of. And then I'm going to have to cut out the other side to where it'd be just right. And we'll be good to go. I've always wanted to get this done, so now I'm getting it done. Alright, well, I think it looks pretty good. It's coming along a little better than I imagined it. I put the vice grips there, so that's why there's a like half an inch of gap, so that's good. Alright, so we got it all done. Well, sort of. I got this side all the way done, and then I started welding over here, but then I ran out of wire, so this here's just tacked. Yesterday, I took this thing out for a spin, and it's just a huge game changer with me just sitting a lot more lower. It feels a lot more natural. And it feels like that I can have a lot more control over it. Zachary's lawnmower, in the next video, this thing will be going. I hope so. He wants to take off this exhaust and put on the normal muffler because he said now it's getting a little too loud for him. And I completely understand. Like, this might even be the reason why it's not running right, because it's just straight and no compression. So we're going to do that. I'm going to work on the pulleys right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. And make sure to stay warm if it's too cold at your place. Make sure to stay cool if it's too hot at your place. And we will see you guys on the next daggum YouTube video. Adios.